You were never given a choice. From the moment you were born, everything has been decided for you. Your name, your language, your fears, your religion, your parents, the area you live in, how you're going to grow up, your economic prosperity. All of this was installed in you before you even had a chance to think for your own self. And the scariest part is that you believe all of this is you. What if I told you the real you never even got to grow up? Everything that you are today is not even you. The real you is suppressed somewhere inside. You somewhere know inside that there's a part of you that speaks to you inside, right? And there's a part of you that you present to people. And this part of you that you present to people, you try to make sure that you protect its credibility, its reputation, that because this is your face, this is how you can connect or fit in or find economic prosperity, job, and connections with this. This, my friend, is called the ego, or some people call it personality, or whatever you want to call it. So what happens is over the period of time, you start believing all of this is you because you have not been really given a choice. Let's say you only had a few things to choose from, and you would only choose the best out of those choices, right? So you just went for it, and you just, one thing piles over the other, and you believe this is you. It's like you keep stacking layers on top of each other, and before you know it, you have something, right? It's a deeply complex being, which is you. Okay, so why am I telling you all of this? Maybe you just found out right now whatever I'm talking about, right? Or maybe you've known about it for a very long time, that there's something called nature versus nurture, and you understand the system. But do you think people who were there before you, who designed the education system, couldn't have cracked it? You think these people couldn't have figured it out, tapped into it, and made sure they have total control over who turns out to be what, right? We've done it to animals. You see the dogs and their breeds. Why couldn't people do that to people? You think people who want control would stop there? Do you think people who want control have ethics? Do you think people who want power will do it ethically? Nothing has been done ethically over the years. Power has been stripped from people, taken over, manipulated, and the system allows it. There's no like rules. Like, look at the Israel and Palestine conflict. The system has been allowing it for so long. Like, that's how it runs. So you think it couldn't happen to you? So now this human conditioning we speak of becomes very easy because now you have parents, and if your parents have certain beliefs, certain fears, you're going to adapt them very easily, right? So it's control over the generation. You control one generation, you control all the generations, right? And maybe you'll break out of one or two norms. And the crazy part is human conditioning is not talked about ever, that how not to undo the human conditioning that has been done over the years, right? They make sure that human conditioning is like beaten into you. Your parents make sure of that. Society makes sure of that. This keeps happening because everybody's profiting from this conditioning on an individual level, on a grand level, and nobody ever speaks about it. When the child is born, the first trap is already there, that the parents will put all these beliefs and their fears and their traumas and their thinking and racism sometimes, they'll put all of that in you. Then comes school. School puts all these certain beliefs and education and information in you. What schooling does is tells you what you really need to know, not anything that you need to know to free yourself, right? It tells you, it educates you from a primary level to find a job and build a career. That's what schooling is doing. So that's just control. All this time you put into schooling, the schooling just ensures that you go and do a job and support the economical system and spend your life working for a company that will just give you money, just enough money to survive, sometimes do well, but most of the time survive. The school that makes sure that you have the information that they want you to have, not the information that you need to have for your own life prosperity. Schooling does really teach you how to think within the norms, within the information they have provided you, right? It's you can never question the information. Hey, because you're a kid, you don't know. We can't change the system because you've thought of something. Don't be a over smart boy. Don't question the authority, okay? Third level of conditioning is done by the society. When you go and start a job, they make sure everybody follows a norm, everybody follows these certain rules, and that's called slavery basically. Listen to the boss, don't say no, all these jibber jabber that you've heard of. That has disappeared. You found this new version which is called the friendly boss, right? Who's just being your friend, but he's just making sure that you do your job right, because he knows if you're happy, you're going to do that thing. He can't force you to do it like in the 90s or the 80s, whatever that era was. And workers get a lot of benefits now. Like if you work at Google, look at the life they're spending. They've figured it out that they need to give you a lot of amenities for you to not question and keep doing that slavery. It's like, in the better parts of the country, better countries, you get more stuff. Please hire me, Google. I will do anything for this juice boxes that you're giving for free. Please hire. You've become an adult. Now you need to just survive and get a daily wage. And that pushes the human conditioning to its max, that you will do anything for that money. That's where they win. Chase that moolah, bruh. Chase that moolah. Most of you are keeping a fake personality to keep your job. You know that. Don't lie to me. Now imagine all this conditioning was not done to you. What would you have become? Would you be this guy today? Or do you think the thing that you would have become is somewhere down suppressed in you, the lost dreams or whatever? Don't you feel a part of you was stolen from you because you needed to survive in this world? Because you needed to adapt?
Especially if you have a job. So if you have a regular job like an office job,
Yeah.
you will pretend to be a whole different person for 8 hours a fucking day every day of your life that you're there.
Yeah.
That is a lot of time bullshitting.
Yeah.
And when you get out of all that bullshitting, there's not much you left. Whatever could have been you never grew, because whatever could have been you was stifled by fluorescent lights and a fucking monitor.
So that, my friend, is called human conditioning. Condition a person to be a slave forever and be stuck in the circle, keep going in circles like this. So what this conditioning has done, if anybody taps into this conditioning, they're able to create this invisible cage around you that you will never realize. You'll just be born believing that this is you, this is the real you, and you've put in work into it, so you don't want to let that you go. So, what do you do now? You have to begin unlearning everything that you've been conditioned to learn. And slowly, you have to peel all these layers off. You have to dedicate time each day. And you have to bring awareness, which is part of the solution we provide. You can learn how to live without the system. You can learn real skills. You can learn how to grow food, build a shelter, filter your own water, and not be reliant on this system that's been given to you. It's ease, it's convenience, but it comes at a price, mother. Or maybe you're just one of those wise guys and you just want to figure it out and win in this system, which I tell you, it's really not possible. And the only way you can win is if you can beat the person next to you, which is really not winning in the system. You're just beating the next guy. Frankly, if you ask me, this price is just too much to pay. I'm sorry, I'm paying with my life. I want my life. There's some of those people who just like, at least I'll have money and I'll have these girls and all these cars. It just sounds so loserish to me, man. Like, come on, like, that's not enough. Isn't that called like a sellout or something? Selling out too easily, man. System has provided you ways and conveniences so that you don't need a community. But that's the biggest trick. The system wants you isolated. That's what it's doing. And it's doing a great job. How many friends you got, man? You have 10 friends. We are starting a community, we are starting a society where there are none of these rules. And you can uncondition yourself, you can just live freely and however you want. You'll be happier not being stuck in this system. You are just free to choose whoever and whatever you want to be.